What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trend or Trap, presented by TrendsCenter. We've got a loaded Monday slate across the diamond and the ice, and as always, I've got some TrendsCenter data to throw your way this season. I'm off to a very hot start in MLB, going 15-3, 83.33% for plus 10.53 units on my official X Plays. You can catch that article over on X Daily and in the TrendsCenter app. And I want to keep some of those winners rolling into tonight's action. I'm going to give you the trend, the matchup, the context, and then it's up to you to decide if you agree with me. Is it a trend or a trap? Let's get right into today's slate, and let's head to the West Coast for the first MLB game to discuss. It is the Rangers at the Athletics. The total is set at 9 runs. Here's what TrendsCenter says. Since September 19th, 2024, the over has gone 13-3-1. That's 81.25% for plus 9.7 units of 51.87% ROI when Luis Severino has started in Athletics home game. So is this a trend or a trap? Here's the case, and I think this is a trend to tail. Nathan Eovaldi is going to start for the Rangers, and he's been getting absolutely rocked to start the year. 22 hits, 13 earned runs, and just 14 2/3 innings. But most importantly here, a 48.9% hard hit rate allowed. That's a massive jump from last season when he was under 30%. So something is not going right for Mr. Eovaldi so far this season. On the other side, Severino hasn't been much better. He's allowing a 50% hard hit rate himself, and while both pitchers should regress positively based on their early season FIP and their high BABIP that they've allowed, they're still giving up loud contact right now, and I want to take advantage of that. Here's the big kicker, though. Sutter Health Park, which is a AAA field, is where this game is going to be played. And the Athletics are going to play there for all of this season as their Vegas park continues to get built. This is a top hitting environment in Major League Baseball. This season, it ranks first, even above Coors Field, in park factor in terms of being the most hitter-friendly ballpark in the majors. Last year, it was second right behind Coors Field. So bad pitching, giving up a lot of hard contact, elite hitting environment. I think there's going to be some solid run potential tonight. So I'm going to say that this is a trend and go with over 9 runs. You could actually get this at plus money across the industry right now as well. For the second MLB game, I'm going to stay out west. Another late Eastern time zone game here. Mets at Dodgers, a total set at 9 as well. And here's what TrendsCenter says. Since the start of the 2023 season, Dodgers games starting after 7 p.m. Eastern have gone 177, 130, and 14 to the over. That's 57.65% for plus 34 units and a 9.63% ROI. I think that this is another trend that you can tail here, and let's break it down once again. Surprisingly here, Dodger Stadium was first in the MLB in home run hitting efficiency last season. That means that for pitchers and batters who played there and elsewhere, there were 37% more home runs observed at Dodger Stadium. That spells massive trouble for both starters in this game, in my opinion. David Peterson, who's going to start for the Mets, he's in big trouble, I think. 10 earned runs, 21 hits in just 14 2/3 innings across 3 starts, coming off back-to-back rough outings in which he gave up 5 earned runs in both of those games. And Robleski, who is the 5th starter, I guess you can call him, for the Dodgers right now, he hasn't been exactly dominant either. Only 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 9 innings pitched across 2 outings this season. He's not missing bats or fooling hitters, and he's not going to get a huge workload either, just 60 and 78 pitches in his first 2 outings. Even with the Mets struggling right now, this lineup has too much power on paper to stay quiet for long. I think everything here points to offense. I'm going to say this is a trend to tail and go with over 9 runs, and just like the previous game, you could get this at plus money across the industry as well. Finally, let's hit the ice. The Flyers versus the Hurricanes. I'm going to go with the Flyers minus 105 at home on the money line here. And there is a 60.54% trend backing Philadelphia in this spot. I'm going to put it right up on the screen now. For audio listeners, just know that there are some conditions here dating back many, many years supporting the Flyers in this spot. And what you need to know contextually here, the Flyers are playing for their entire season tonight. Win, and they clinch a playoff berth and lock in a first-round matchup against the Penguins. Lose, and don't do that. Meanwhile, Carolina is already sitting atop the Metro at 52-22-6. They're motivated for seeding, yes, but they're not desperate. I like to really focus on what teams are desperate and key in on that desperation when I'm betting. Philly, they've also been rolling here. Winners of 5 of their last 6, allowing just 2.78 goals per game this season. That's right in line with Carolina's elite defense. They're also a much more physical team, nearly 23 hits per game. If this turns out into this grinded out playoff style matchup where physical, there's a big emphasis on being physical, hitting guys into the boards, getting in fights, all that kind of good stuff in front of the home crowd, I think that we're going to like Philly a lot here on the money line. I certainly do. Even though I'm fading one of the best teams in hockey, I'm going to say this is another trend to back here. All right, so those are the plays for Monday, April 13th. Drop your picks in the comments. Which ones are you tailing? Which ones are you fading? And as always, I will be back tomorrow with more data, more trends, and more chances to ask the question, trend or trap.